Day 2. It's still the 14th of July, but when I started this project, day 1, it was 2 AM, so I'm counting this as day 2. Anyway, hi folks. My brother isn't in bed yet, so we hopefully won't be interrupted this time. I changed the angle of the webcam as well, so I could be facing you guys and gals. Right, so down to business, I suppose. I renamed the game the Rage Brigade because I thought it sounded a lot catchier. The idea of the game is still the same. You'll play as these counsellor manager type people to these operatives who you will send on missions and sort of generally juggle about in the hopes of succeeding missions and them not dying, because they are all drugged up on the Rage serum, the magical serum that the scientists have created to, like, make them strong and stuff like that. Almost swore. Good catch, Jamie. So, they will have like a stress meter, and that stress meter will go up, and if the stress meter is too high, they will start to lose HP. If they lose too much HP, well, if the HP goes to 0, the operative will die. Now, if a player loses too many operatives, the player is fired, cut from the program. If too many players from the group are fired, then the whole group loses the game. In order to win the game, you complete missions. Now, each mission you complete will give you a certain amount of points towards victory. So, if a player gets so all of the players' points are totaled up together. So if player A has 5 points, player B has made 10 points, player C has made 5 points, and player D has made 12 points, and it'll all mash up, and the total of that will be the total that the team has, right? Okay. And you're going towards a certain point, and when you get to that certain point, game ends and you win. Okay. And the person who made the biggest contribution, they'll get a secondary prize. They'll become the commander of the new Rage Brigade unit or whatever. Because right now the program, in universe, in the fiction, the program you've got here is just it's in testing, and you guys are testing it out, and it's up to you to decide through your actions whether or not the program will be a success or failure. And the person who succeeds the most when it's a success will become the commander of the new Rage Brigade, which is kind of saying yeah, the group won but I super won. Yeah, I'm rambling a bit, so I'm gonna move on. So I'm working on different room modes as well to have fair play with fewer players. The optimal amount of players will be 4, but you can play with as little as 2, up to, and maybe 5 or 6 if I decide to go that high. I've come up with a lot more than that, but I've got the setup down and how turns are going to play, so I think my next step is just to start testing this thing out. So I'm going to buy some empty sheets of card tomorrow and try to create a very, very basic prototype just to see how it runs, just a pure mechanical version of the game with all the bright lights and stuff, you know what I mean? Well, I don't think I'll actually have lights unless, that's what I'm looking for. So, I'll tell you all about how that goes tomorrow. For now, however, I want to talk a little bit about me. I am James Cooper. I come from Paisley, Scotland. Paisley's a wee town next to Glasgow, which you might know of as the murder capital of Europe. A hideously outdated statistic that makes me feel pretty sad. I am at this time 19 years old and completely without a job. Not good, but it's not a bright future, me, quite honest to God with you. So, I'm really hoping this game will make something on me. Even if this game isn't a success, I just hope that will put me in the right track. Like someone somewhere will see that even though this game maybe won't work, maybe I can work as something for them. I don't know. I want it to put me in I just want it to put me on the path to where my life should be, because I feel like for the first time in my life I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It just feels right. And I hope I'll look back in this video years from now and just think, this is where I all started. This is where I made my name. My one biggest dream of all time is to see Will Wheaton play this game on Tabletop, or just any game that I ever create on Tabletop. My super ultra best stream ever would be to be on Tabletop with Will Wheaton, because I'm just a big fan of that show. But at the very least, to see Will Wheaton play one of my games would it would mean so much. But I know it's going to be a long journey, because I need to actually create this game. I need to find someone to like do graphics stuff for it, and because I'm useless at that stuff. I need to pay a company to make like a prototype for me to take along to like interviews or something, where like I pitch to board game people or whatever. See, I don't even know who the board game people are, so I'm a complete newbie in this entire field. So I just don't know how it's gonna go. I mean, I don't even know if I'm meant to be patenting the name or something. I don't know. I mean, no idea. No idea. But I'm gonna tackle all these obstacles. I'm just gonna tackle them head on, like a marathon. I'm just gonna run forward and I'm gonna charge them. And even if I hit a wall, and hopefully I'm gonna be going fast enough that I'll just break through that wall. And hopefully I'll break through that wall and center of the maze in the good life. Thanks for listening, folks. Goodbye.